Hello class, and hello Professor Haldane. My name is William Rog-Al, and the piece of work I chose to form my presentation around was Paul Laurence Dunbar's poem, Sympathy. Now this poem tells us of a bird trapped in a cage, struggling to get out, screeching for help, pounding its wings on the bars till they're all bloody, wanting to escape and be free. The speaker actually compares himself to the bird, sympathizing with the poor, delicate creature, telling the reader he knows what the caged bird feels. Hence the title, Sympathy. This also shows that the speaker also feels that he is trapped, struggling to be free, screaming for others to let him out of his horrible suffering and anguish. I would say that I actually liked the poem in the comparison that it made between human and small, delicate bird. It was perfect. How people can be trapped behind a cage with no way of escaping. This poem was very emotional and somewhat depressing. I actually had to stop reading at some points to return my mind from the somber sadness and melancholy taste to the present. Flooding my emotions was a comparison of the fragile human psyche to the trapped and delicate bird. How the bars physically imprisoned the small bird, just how addiction imprisons an addict. It's a virtual and powerful cage. No matter how hard he wants to be free, his brain and body craving to escape his horrible existence, he is caged behind the cold, soulless steel bars of addiction. The poem's last stanza demonstrates this horrible imprisonment. I know why the caged bird sings, ah me, when his wing is bruised and his bosom sore, when he beats his bars and would be free. It is not a carol of joy or glee, but a prayer that he sends from his heart's deepest core. But a plea that upward to heaven he flings. I know why the caged bird sings. This poem, and in particular this stanza, can also be compared to Shinedown's Save Me. I chose this song because it is very similar to Dunbar's poem in relation to the message that each convey. This song tells us of a man who is struggling with addiction and wants to be saved from the blasphemy of his wasteland. Both the poem and the song describe wanting to escape from the horrible life of addiction. Here's a section of the song that tells us of this story.
How did I get here? And what went wrong? Couldn't handle forgiveness. Now I'm far beyond gone. And I can hardly remember the look of my own eyes. How could I love this life so dishonest? It made me compromise. Someone save me if you will, and take away all these pills. And please just save me if you can from my blasphemy in my wasteland.
As I said before, addicts feel as though they can't escape their addiction, as if it is a prison keeping them trapped from their former life. This can be compared to the current opioid crisis that is currently occurring in the United States. Hundreds upon thousands of people become addicted to these drugs every day, and at least 115 people die a day due to an overdose. And if not treated for addiction early in their lives, it could end in losing someone you love dearly. One more thing before I go. The last reason I chose Sympathy was because it reminded me of my uncle. He struggled with addiction at an early age, and it ruined him, eventually causing cancer, and he died last year. He was a smart, funny, enthusiastic man, until that one day when his life turned for the worst. So, if you know someone, family, friends, or anyone that may be struggling with addiction, help free them from the cage so they can sing with you and your family once again. Thank you.